Sisters House is a nonprofit. We're the Central Valley's only domestic violence shelter, which focuses on the needs of Asian Pacific Islander women and children. Years ago, more than a decade ago, community members started feeling like that there were Asian Pacific Islander women who weren't getting help for the domestic violence that was occurring in their homes. So, out of that, they decided to form an organization, which they called My Sister's House. And one of the reasons they call it My Sister's House is, and I think reflects the need, is that in the hundreds of Asian languages and dialects, there is the term domestic violence and the term abuse doesn't translate. So they couldn't put that in the organization's name. So they had to find a term that could translate easily among the Asian languages, and so they chose the term My Sister's House. And part of that also is because it reflects, I think, the Asian Pacific Islander values the importance of family. And so they formed an organization, started like all good things with a small group of people, committed to addressing an important need. They formed this organization, starting off with outreach and education to help tell the community what they wanted to do, what their concerns were. And then they got enough money and started a shelter and a 24/7 helpline. Continue to grow with a lot of wonderful volunteer and community support and donations. And today, we're really proud of the foundation that we've started and the services that we provide. Last year, we helped more than 2,000 people on our crisis line, reached out to more than 10,000 people in terms of educating them about domestic violence and the special and unique needs of immigrant women, especially Asian women, in terms of facing cultural and language barriers, and helped more than 200 women in terms of trying to get a job, trying to become more financially stable, trying to live a life free from domestic violence and other abuse. In 2013, the community and the region can expect even greater services from My Sister's House, continued quality services, and those services include outreach and education to help prevent domestic violence and human trafficking, a 24/7 multilingual helpline, a 6-bed shelter, and what we're really excited about is we just started a transitional house. And then lastly, our Women to Work program, which offers a great breadth of services from peer counseling to individual counseling to legal services, with acupuncture and so forth. Some signs of domestic violence is, were they brought here to be a mail order bride and basically then become a servant of someone? Do they have a lot of freedom in terms of being able to drive, in terms of being able to get a job, or are they stuck in the house and doing whatever the other person tells them to do? Are they treated badly, physically? Are they yelled at all the times? Are they not allowed to learn English or to be able to speak with other people, perhaps in their native language? If a woman is controlled, that's a sign of domestic violence. And if the children are hurt, chances are the mother is being hurt also. That's another sign of domestic violence. Our message to women in the community, or to friends of women in the community who think that they may be victims of domestic violence, or that they know a victim of domestic violence, is help that woman, or help or if it's the women themselves, get help. That there are places, and we hope you'll choose My Sister's House, that want to help them live a life that's filled with hope and live a life that's filled with opportunity. And all they have to do is call a crisis line. Our number is 916-428-3271 to access that help. It's 24/7, and if they speak another language, just to say that language, and we will call back with someone who can speak with them, and so they could share and ask the questions that they have. We're there to help the community